Hillsborough Television News Breaks, connecting you to county events.
Howdy, folks. Welcome. And a good morning to one and all here at the County Center. We're ready to crank up a new era here in Hillsborough County. This is an exciting beginning that you are a part of here in the County Center this morning. And thank you all so much for coming here. This is a great event. And of course, you know, branding is an important thing. It's been going on for so long. For those of you who've been around for a while, you'll all remember when we were America's next great city. You remember that one? That lasted for a while. The one that they were working on now is still under construction. Because unfortunately, our business of tourism has been knocked off as number one. The number one industry now is Bob's Barricades. But in reality, it's a good thing because it is all part of our future. And that's what we're beginning today. It's a vision now that we're beginning to work on. This is just a beginning. What you'll be seeing is a video that's not something that's been developed by the MPO or the Planning Commission. This is the beginning of a new plan, but it's a plan that everybody is going to participate in. Everybody in the county, the residents, the businesses, the seniors, the students, people needing special care, everybody is going to be a part of this. And we're looking ahead to 2040. And I was trying to envision 2040, and I was thinking back. You've got to look back to 1983, things that were happening then. And look at our Tampa Bay area in '83 and how far we have come since then. That's what we're looking ahead to the future now. Trying to get rid of the congestion, trying to get rid of the detriments. I was noticing some statistics that Lynn had put together here, and they're kind of shocking when you consider the fact that we're the 19th largest metro in the nation, the entire Tampa Bay area, 19th, but we're 6th in traffic congestion. And that's almost criminal. That just shouldn't be. And we're way down the list in traffic solutions, unfortunately, but that's what we hope to change beginning this morning. And it all begins right here. We also are among the leaders in pedestrian deaths, too. That's something else that we're certainly not very proud of. And that's all part of the planning for Imagine2040.org. And that's why you're here today. The first person that I would like to bring up here is somebody that I have worked with in the past on trying to find solutions. And he has been at the forefront in trying to bring around changes to try to do something about our level as number 6 in traffic congestion in this entire country. And he is the man who's going to crank it up here this morning, and that's Commissioner Mark Sharp. Here he comes. Come on, Commissioner.
I always love hearing crackling Jack Harris's voice. As a young, I know he doesn't like to hear this, but as a young boy growing up in Tampa, I'd listen to him. I had my little portable radio, and I always wanted to hear Jack. And now when I hear Jack, I like it because I know I'm either flying in one of the greatest airports in America, Tampa International, heading towards a plane, or better yet, coming back home. And so I love this community. I was born and raised here, born out at MacDill Air Force Base. I've had the opportunity to serve on the Board of County Commissions since 2004, and it's been a true honor, and working with some phenomenal people. The chair of the MPO, I want to thank Derek and the others who are here, the Mayor Trelura, an incredible assemblage of individuals. But this is my home. And one of the things that frustrates me, and Jack talked about it a bit, when you're proud of a place, and then you see some of the statistics about congestion and the challenges we face. You read where we measure up against other MSAs when it comes to economic development and job creation. We're not in the top 10. The most recent study had us at 315 out of 380 MSAs when it comes to locations where companies want to come as a result of what we got to offer. Now, we know we're a heck of a lot better than that. We know that. But we got to start telling our story. When you look at Entrepreneur Magazine, 2 nights ago at 3:30 in the morning, I woke up, pulled down my little phone. My wife's, what on earth are you doing? I go to my Twitter account, and I'm looking at a ranking, and it's talking about the top 25 areas in the nation for job creation and startups. I know I'm not going to find Tampa on that list. We ought to be there. I'm not going to find it on that list. But the cities I find are the same ones. They're the ones that make a commitment to work with their citizens to make transportation a top priority in their community. So when I was asked to chair the MPO and be part of this effort and talk about this planning, this process, I told them, I'm not a patient individual. I'm tired of planning and planning. I want to do. I want to see concrete and steel being poured. I want to see this community come together as it's never come together before to drive transportation. I want to take a community which has not been respected as the best place to start a business and let everybody know it's number one. But to do that, it's going to take an effort. It's going to require us to come together. It's going to require outreach. And the 2040 plan, while it might sound like it's out there, is today. It starts right now. It's using innovative technologies. It's not just about one form of technology. It's about a lot of things. It's about anything you can imagine, from Elon Musk and maybe the Hyperloop idea, to an Uber car, to taxi, to light rail, to commuter rail, to buses, to roads. It's a combination of things, but it's not us telling you. It's us outreaching and talking to our citizens and engaging them and listening. So we're going to have to do a great job of listening to everyone. Everyone, from the left, the right, the center, bringing people together as a community so that we can show that we can build the best transportation network in the nation. I will not be part of anything less, and I would hope that you will join me and Jack and everyone else in making sure that Tampa Bay is a rock star when it comes to transportation. Thank you all.
Well put, Commissioner Sharp. And by the way, we want to announce the new name of the Metropolitan Planning Organization. It's no longer the MPO, the MDO, the Metropolitan Doing Organization. I guess we'll wait on that for a while until we got it done. Then we'll change the name, I think. But thank you, Commissioner. The Planning Commission is the official land planning agency for Tampa, Temple Terrace, Plant City, and of course all of Hillsborough County. And in the last decade, 87% of our growth has been contained within our growth boundary, but with so many new residents and so many new jobs expected by the year 2040, you got to consider options and strategies to turn the challenges that come with all of this growth into opportunities for the future, for a thriving future. And that's what we're looking to here, and that's why we're looking ahead to 2040. But right now I want to bring up the chairman of the Planning Commission, Derek Dottie, with more on this. Come on down, Derek.
Well, Mark's a bit of a hard act to follow, but I will also say that I remember listening to Jack when I was a boy, so that might not make him as happy. On behalf of the Planning Commission, I would like to share how excited we all are on embarking on Imagine 2040 in a partnership with the MPO. Imagine 2040 is highlighting the great things that can happen when we work together. Combining the forces of the MPO and the Planning Commission is saving time by engaging people quickly and effectively, and saving money by leveraging the resources from both of our agencies. The effort provides us a unique opportunity to do outreach to the community on a scale we have never before achieved. We hope to reach people at all corners of our community to discuss the issues facing us as we plan for our growth. By the year 2040, as Jack alluded to, we anticipate 600,000 people. That's a lot of people, and another 400,000 jobs. And as we plan for our future, those people and those jobs bring questions. Questions like, where will they live? Where will they work? Where will they play? And how do we provide services for their needs, water, schools, and transportation? As an engineer, I'm pleased by the process we've outlined allows the citizens to understand the trade-offs between the different growth patterns. Each pattern has its own impacts on infrastructure, impacts on environment, impacts on the everyday things that affect our quality of life, like wait times in traffic. We want our community to understand the choices that we face, both the challenges and the opportunities. We need everyone's input. We hope that everybody will weigh in at imagine2040.org. We're proud of our website, and we look forward to seeing the community's vision for the future of Hillsborough County. We all have a vision. We want to hear yours. Help us, join us, and imagine 2040. Thanks.
Thank you, Commissioner Dottie. This, we're talking about nearly 500,000 people who are going to be living and working here by 2040, by the year 2040. But when you think about it, and I do a lot of traveling. I do a lot of traveling for pleasure and for work with traveling with the Tampa Bay Storm and sports and that kind of thing, and I have over the years. This truly is the greatest community in this country. When you look at our natural resources, the fact that we've got this river here and our location on the Gulf of Mexico, and we have so many great things. I'm not even going to get into the weather. I think we all know about that. The fact that for 7 months out of the year, it's spectacular. You got to suffer a little bit for about 5, but what the heck? It's worth it for the other 7. But this is truly the greatest community in this country, and with so much potential for so much more. And that's what we're looking to try to achieve by 2040. One of the great assets to our community is a place where I lived for many years when I first came down here, and that's the amazing city of Temple Terrace, which is becoming even more and more amazing as they're planning to do outstanding things there. And right now I want to bring on the mayor of Temple Terrace, Frank Chalura.
Good morning, everybody. This is just so exciting to sit here and watch the turnout and just the excitement in everybody's faces as I look around and talk to everybody. It's sincere. The climate in our region is right. I mean, nobody can express this any better than Commissioner Sharp. Every time I see him, he's talking about future planning and transportation. I mean, I think he probably takes it home. He's reading about it. It's everywhere. So we certainly appreciate the leadership that you're bringing forth, and having served on the Planning Commission, it just brings that much more satisfaction to see this coming forth in the manner in which it's being presented now. There's lots of planning that's going on behind the scenes. And what I think is happening now is the elected officials and the leaders of our community are trying to engage the citizens. Say, we want your input. This is your community. How do you want this county to look like in 2040? That is very important because we want everybody's buy-in. It's everybody's county. I'm excited Temple Terrace is playing a big part of this. And more importantly, it's a united front. Temple Terrace, Tampa, Plant City, and Hillsborough County are acting as one. And we can get a lot done in those type of efforts. We offer in Temple Terrace a very diverse lifestyle. It's unique. People can live, work, and play in a way that is not enjoyed by other communities. And that's very important. People that come to Temple Terrace in the past used to say, it's the best kept secret. We don't want it to be a secret. Tell everybody about our community. Tell them how great Hillsborough County is. Whether you're coming down for an arts show, or you're going to Temple Terrace on the river, or you're in Tampa or restaurants, it's a community as one, and we really need to promote that. We need to reach out to the community and get people to be involved. And cooperation right now is more important than ever, and I think you're seeing that. There's lots of cooperation and collaboration between the different government jurisdictions. throughout my years of being in public office, which ranges back to 2000. Right now, the climate it's the best it's ever been. People are getting along. It's not, this is our side, this is your side. This is our county, and that's what you're hearing, which I think is very effective when we can bring it forth in that manner. And we want to set a clear vision for our region. We must ask ourselves some tough questions along the way. And the solutions our businesses and citizens identify in this process might be even tougher to implement. But our elected officials and planners are listening to your input. That's what's important here, is your input. As elected officials, we need to know what our community members want and desire for their future, and how choosing to make Hillsborough County their home or business location will allow them to enjoy a thriving future. I'm encouraging everyone who lives in Temple Terrace or in Hillsborough County to get involved and go to imagine2040.org. Imagine 2040 is an innovative and unique way to participate in making our community a better place. You can plan our future from the comfort of your home or from your office. It's fast, it's fun, and it's easy, and your voice will be heard, so that we can all enjoy the best quality of life for generations to come. And remember one thing, in order to make a difference, you have to get involved. So I'm encouraging everybody to please get involved, and thank you very much.
Our last speaker knows a lot about cooperation and collaboration, and a guy that's been around here for a while that I've known for quite a while. His roots in the community are deep, and he is committed to leaving a legacy that we can all be proud of, a legacy for our children, for our grandchildren, as he encourages jurisdictions and the public agencies, our industry, our business interests, all of these things to work together in planning for our future. But I want you to welcome the executive director of both the Planning Commission and the MDO or MPO, and that would be Ray Sharmati. Come on down, Ray.
I'm going to be joined by my family because really, this is what this is all about. This is 4 generations of my family here, and a new member's on his way in December. My daughter-in-law is going to have my 3rd grandchild. We did a big update of the plan back in the 1990s. It was called the 2015 plan, and I remembered I did something kind of out of the box that my staff said, Ray, don't do this. This isn't a good idea. But I thought, how can we engage people in realizing how important this is? So I got this idea of putting a picture of my son and daughter at the public meeting and saying, this is what long-range planning is about. And I remember they were kids then. My son is 31 now, my daughter's 25. And it was the plan for 2015. And some of the things in that plan have actually come to pass. There was a lot of things going on in the late 90s that we had to overcome. If you remember, we had the Super Bowl here, and we had the Gasparilla boycotted because it wasn't diverse enough. We had like 3 crews in it. Now there's like 35 crews in it. We've just done all kinds of things since then. So this really is what it's all about. It's about our kids. I have people say, well, I won't be alive in 2040. You know, okay. You might not be. I might not be. I want to hang on that long, though, I'll tell you that. But it's for our kids. It's for our grandkids. It's for future generations. And I want to say something, because I have great respect for my parents' generation. I'm kind of a child of the greatest generation. My parents were older when they had me. My dad was 40. My mom was 36. My dad fought in the war, World War II. But they left us such a great legacy. This is what we need to do. This is what this process needs to engender. We need to make our community the best it could be, unique in every way, because the Tampa Bay area is unique, but it's about our families and about our future. So I ask you, please tell your neighbors, anybody you know, this is the chance for regular people to get involved in the process. This is a stretch for us as planners. Sometimes we like to just kind of do a plan and tell you, okay, this is what you should do. We don't want this to be that kind of effort. We want to listen to you and the kind of community you want, and then try to create that community. I want to thank our elected officials, Commissioner Sharp, Commissioner Dottie from the Planning Commission, Mayor Chalura, Jack Harris. Thank you so much for helping us with this. The media has been very cooperative. But let's make this a real success for the future of this community and get involved. And thank you so much for coming on. Thank you to the staff of the Planning Commission MPO. You guys did an awesome job putting this together. Thank you.
No, but you know, that says it. I think we saw our future right here, and that says it all. We've got to look ahead to 2040, and that's what this is about. Again, it's a beginning. It's not a plan, it's a beginning. And that's where you've got to do the job of going out and telling everybody. Tweet it, get it on Facebook. Talk about it. If you need speakers for your organization, you can get them from the MPO. All you have to do is get in touch with them, and there are people who can come out and articulate this beautifully to get the word out, because that's what's happening here. We've got a lot of things happening at the launch party, a place to draw your ideas for the future, of course, some creative gameplay that's going on down that way, or that way, yeah, down that way, courtesy of Urban Conga. And we've got, of course, the video, and I don't know if you've seen the video yet, but you certainly will have many opportunities to see that, and we want to get that video out as much as we can. Again, you can tweet the website on that and get it on Facebook and to your friends by email or whatever it might be. And of course, it's going to be available on kiosks here, iPads, things like that. But tell everybody about it. There's going to be a Spanish version of Imagine 2040 as well. And again, we want to thank you so much for being in on the beginning. And let's hope that you can sit around and tell your children or grandchildren in 2040, well, I remember when this all got started. It was August, whatever today is. But I can't remember the year, 2013. But again, thank you very much for being here today, and let's go out and spread the word. The word is imagine2040.org.
For more news and information, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or watch us on YouTube. This program was brought to you by Hillsborough Television. Visit our website at htvonline.org.